Welcome back, everybody, to everything that you can watch racing related this upcoming weekend. And as always, there is a lot to watch. So let's get right into it. We're going to start off with single seaters, and then we're going to move on to different genres or different categories. So first things first, single seaters. This weekend, we have the Formula 4 Central European Zone Championship. We have the GB3 Championship returning. And we have also Formula E racing in Shanghai this upcoming weekend. And then returning this weekend, we also have the Indy NXT as well as the Indycar series returning this upcoming weekend. Of course, I didn't forget about the triple header that we had with Formula 1, Formula 2, and Formula 3. They will be racing this upcoming weekend in Spain, and I think we're in for a good one. Monaco race was as expected, even though with the two-stop requirement wasn't really interesting. Not a lot happened, but I think Spain is a really, really great track. The Barcelona racetrack is really awesome, so I think we're gonna be in for a good one. So make sure to check that out. So now we're gonna move on to some more. I put it in the category outside. Of course, most of the racing is happening outside, but I meant like more off track. So this upcoming weekend, we have the European Rally Championship. We have AMA Pro Motocross. We have the World Rally Cross Championship racing in Portugal. And then we have the FIM Motocross World Championship this upcoming weekend in Germany. So make sure to check that out. Now we're going to talk a little bit about GT racing. Of course, what I'm going to tell you is just a tidbit of what you can watch. There's much, much more to watch. But we have IMSA WeatherTech Sports Car Championship going into round 5 this upcoming weekend. So they will be racing. We have the GT World Challenge Australia, GT World Challenge Asia. We have GT4 Australia racing. Then we also have the Lamborghini Super Trofeo Europe Championship racing. And then we have Renault Clio Cup France, Renault Clio Cup Spain. Even though they're technically different series, they're actually all racing in Belgium at the Spa track this upcoming weekend. Now I want to move on to some NASCAR. We have NASCAR Craftsman's Truck, NASCAR Canada Series, NASCAR Well and Modified Tour, NASCAR Xfinity, NASCAR Cup Series, as well as NASCAR Mexico Series. So I think the only ones that are not racing NASCAR related this upcoming weekend is NASCAR Brazil and the Europe season. So once again, for NASCAR fans, you are in for a treat. Americans don't like to take off a weekend. I feel like they're always racing. Yes, so this is everything that I had actually prepared. There's also actually racing. If you're interested in two-seater racing, we have the IDM, which is the Internationale Deutsche Motorenmeisterschaft, which is the International German Biking or Motorcycle Championship. They're racing this upcoming weekend as well. So if you're interested in that, make sure to check it out. And we also have, I think, a few things that I'm just going to throw in there, random things that are not in any categories that I have organized. Is we have the NHR Mission Foods Drag Racing Series. So if you're a fan of drag racing, make sure to check that out. TCR South America Racing. And then, you know what? What's the last thing I wanted to say? Okay, this one right here is the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Sprint Cars. They're also racing this upcoming weekend. So plenty different racing that is happening this upcoming weekend. What I will be watching, of course, Formula 1. Definitely need to end the triple header on a good one, and I think Barcelona is the way to go. Then I will be watching the GB3 Championship. I definitely also going to try to watch some IMSA WeatherTech GT racing, because I love GT racing. I love racing it on the sim myself, and then I love watching it because even though none of those cars have DRS or any of that, it is very competitive. There's a lot of overtaking. So if you're a fan of that, make sure to check it out. You know, there's a lot of really awesome racing this upcoming weekend. So as always, in the comments, let me know what you'll be watching. And then as always, I will be seeing you guys on Monday for our race recap. I know this week, everything is a little bit delayed because the other person on the channel, my sister, she was traveling. So we weren't able to record the race recap, but it is coming. So do not fret. Anyways, as always, thanks so much for tuning in. Like and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you guys very soon. Bye-bye.